AmFest is currently happening, and I'm not intentionally trying to drag them, but we were having this conversation about the legalization of marijuana, and this was brought to my attention by a Wall Street Journal reporter recently, just like literally a couple hours ago, and I checked. Bobby Kennedy's not scheduled to speak at AmFest. And so what happens was I get a call from this Wall Street Journal reporter asking me, like, what do I think about AmFest? And it's like, I was like, what I already said, you know? And this woman, she asks me, like, a lot of the MAHA guys, the MAHA people, they're not here. She's like, we're here, and it's like, they're not speaking. And I asked her, I was like, is Bobby Kennedy speaking? And she's like, he's not on the schedule. And to me, that was like whoa, holy crap, because it was last year that Bobby Kennedy stood on stage at a Turning Point event, shaking Trump's hand, with fireworks exploding in the air, uniting these like suburban moms with the MAGA movement, giving Trump the edge to win. And now AmFest is happening. And, you know, my prediction was it's going to be almost exclusively dudes in suits coming out and just saying Christianity or immigration. They're getting rid of that middle of the road or that MAHA stuff. People like Ian. You know what I mean?
We need more people like Ian. And we talk.
I don't know about that, but they are getting rid of them.
We'll have more people like Ian. Posobiec wanted to do a rock show. I don't know what happened. We were talking about Creed.
Yeah.
Like that's
true.
We need a vibe shift into that. I think would be better than into more suits.
And I'm not privy to the approval ratings, but I would assume Bobby Kennedy's like the most popular cabinet member by far.
He's my favorite.
Like,
well, apparently he's why suburban women voted for Trump.
Yeah, I mean, I think people in the conservative world, like me, completely underestimated how big RFK's reach
arms
is.
are.
Yeah, well, that too. Yeah.
You see him doing those pull-ups?
Dude,
that and Olivia Nuzzi?
And he's doing it in jeans.
Did you guys know about the Olivia Nuzzi thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
She moved to 45 minutes away from where he lives now. She's staying. She's staking out his house. I was texting
right now.
I just saw a post from the New York Post, I believe. She's staying at a place that's 45 minutes away from RFK's place.
Dude,
I think
she
she's
is
stalking
thirsty.
him. Yeah.
Orbiter, man.
Could you imagine? Is RFK Jr. like married?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
To Cheryl Hines from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Really?
Played Larry's
Could you
wife.
imagine being like, how old is RFK? He's like 80? I'm kidding. He's like 70-something.
Yeah.
Just some like a really old dude, and you're taking HGH and testosterone, and you're like, I can pull up 50 times. And then this like 30, like late 30s woman is just stalking you. He must feel really good. You know?
I still got it. Some men drown while others die of thirst. That's what's happening here. Olivia, you gotta stay away.
Dude, isn't that crazy that like, where was she working?
Olivia Nuzzi?
Nuzzi?
New York Times, yeah.
And then she like, what she got like assigned to interview him, and then she just stalks him the whole time.
It's that RFK Riz. It's different. That MAHA Riz. Dude, you know about the kind of pheromones that guy's giving off? It's turning these ladies into animals.
Dude, let's like, first of all, he's probably completely unvaccinated.
Yeah, this dude is. I mean, this dude could like single-handedly fix the birth rate if you cut him loose.
It's the, you know what it is? It's all these guys. Okay, YouTube, calm down. I'm joking when I say this, but you know, there's some guy at YouTube with his finger over the censor button. I was gonna say there are these young guys that are just chock full of these vaccines and they're shedding, and so all these women are like, "What's that smell?" But you know, unvaxxed Bobby Kennedy, he's just like, "Look at me." I'm joking. Calm down.
She's 32 years old.
Vaccines are fun. Wow.
She's I put in the Slack. New York Post says she's 32 years old. She's been hiding from the glare of the paparazzi at the 2-bedroom house, $3.5 million Malibu compound, just 45 minutes from RFK Jr.'s LA mansion.
For these,
it is thirst.
He should just smash in his blood. Kennedys aren't loyal to women. They cheat. That's what they do.
It's in the blood. Hey, it's my legacy. You know, this is
just
Go
crushing it.
visit Marilyn Monroe's grave and then go smash her.
I mean, like,
you got to bring a shovel, but he'll make it work. He'll make it work.
how old? Can someone look up how old RFK Jr. is?
Man, I'm telling you, it's like a hot pie on a windowsill for these ladies. I don't know what's
he's up
going
there.
on.
It's fresh.
Yeah.
He's 71. God. All right.
She's 32.
And he takes HGH, doesn't he?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Testosterone.
Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, I don't know
he's
for
jacked.
sure, but he looks like it.
That's why it's tough for like guys like me or like mid-20s, and then these old heads with the HGH are like nerfing. They're smurfing. They're coming down to our low rank. They're our low tier, and they're just like running.
Oh, bro, let's
running
be
the
real.
gauntlet.
Like, how old are you?
24.
Okay, you're a little young for Olivia.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
I've gone to some rescue missions.
You're closer.
I've gone to some rescue missions.
What is it? It's half her age plus 7.
Yeah.
So
that stands in court, by the way.
That's 23, right? Yeah. What is she? 32? Did I get my math wrong? No, 23. Yeah. So you're right in that range.
That's age.
Bro, how are you supposed to compete with this jacked up RFK Jr.?
I can't.
He's so handsome.
Yeah.
He's not hard to please, though. He just has to blow in his butt. He'll be all right.
Olivia, stop doing that. Olivia, please. Cheryl's gonna see you.
I have wind in me. Oh, no.
We gotta get to AmFest.
Have you ever seen those videos where this is actually really dark? There's there's a video of these guys working at a mechanic. It's like an oil change place, and they have the air blower where they pull the trigger and it sprays really, and then they're blasting it in each other's faces and they're going. But then one guy points at the other guy's ass and pulls a trigger,
Right.
not even in his butt, but up to it, and it blew him up.
Oh, wow.
No, like he died. No,
wow.
he literally died.
Blew his guts up.
It ruptured his colon, and he just and then he's gone.
What a way to go.
Yeah.
Going out by ruptured colon.
Because there was another story that went viral where
Bourbon Street.
it was like an 18-year-old guy working at like an oil change place died of a ruptured colon and intestines, and the story that everyone thought it was like, oh,
His boyfriend got him.
no. It's actually
All these keep happening in San Francisco.
It gets real dark.
Blown out
Hey,
butts. It's crazy.
this one gets real dark because at first people were like, this happens because there's like people as a prank will point it at the butt, but the pressure is so powerful it cavitates the colon.
Oh, wow.
But that's not what happened to this young kid. They actually jammed it in his ass and pulled the trigger and killed him.
Oh, wow.
So that was like a murder.
That's
You know what I mean? That was just regular
He
murder.
didn't break wind. He took wind.
Get ass slaughtered.
And I just want to make sure everybody listening understands this started because he said blow in his butt.
That's hilarious.
true.
And then someone went, Olivia, stop doing it.
Olivia, quit. Cheryl's gonna be back from AmFest any minute now.
Hey, man, I wrote it. I got a gift for you. I wrote a joke for you, man.
Did you?
They heard it already, man.
Oh, yeah?
It's about Candace Owens, man.
Oh, no. All right, what is it?
Hey, where I'm from, we call Candace Owens a chicken nugget because she's brown on the outside and she's always full of white meat.
Oh.
Her husband is a
was a
very
burn.
white man.
Yeah, so
Yeah. He's
If-
like, honestly, being a British lord is like as white as it gets.
That's like
right.
that's like the
oh,
benchmark.
he's a British lawyer.
Lord.
Lord.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a British
wow.
lord.
That's the benchmark for white. Like John Stockton.
this?
Oh wow,
I hope he does.
Like he's got a butler.
Yeah, I hope he's just
Plays
like
tennis.
the most proper, like high class discussion. And even when he's being nice, it sounds like he's better than you.
Oh, yeah. He could carry a handbag around and it's not gay. He got
Anyway, we were talking about AmFest. So I got a call from this Wall Street Journal reporter, and she was asking me what I thought about what was going on, and I said, I'm still friends with them. Obviously, what happened. But I'm like, look, I don't think, like, if the direction they want to go, either directly or indirectly, is just to have more people wearing suits on stage talking about political issue, and the whole audience is going to be a bunch of people in suits, it's like CPAC.
Right.
Whereas a year ago, it was looking like it was going to be the new South by South, or a new South by Southwest, a major culture hub where James O'Keefe frosts his hair and then moonwalks on stage in a bulletproof vest, and you've got some weird stuff happening. And now it feels like it's turning into just like, staunch Romney-esque conservatives in suits saying, we need to talk about immigration. And like RFK Jr. could still be a part of that, but it looks like, and maybe he shows up, I don't know, but I just double checked, he's not scheduled to speak. And I'm like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? They didn't invite us. So I think, the problem they're going to face this year is at the midterms, that there's this like, I don't know if the easiest way to describe it is kind of like the Rogan-esque sphere of politics.
Call it like the barstool. The barstool
Yeah,
sphere.
that's probably a good way to put it too.
Barstool Americans is what they call it.
Is it Barstool Americans? They're not going to vote for these conservative guys. I told this reporter, look, the only thing that's going to make me vote Republican is if the Democrats keep getting crazier and crazier. Like, right, what they just voted to give kids sex changes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm like, I think the Republicans are going to be stodgy, suit-wearing dudes in the midterms, and we're all going to be just kind of like, ugh. But the Democrats are going to be trying to chop off kids' balls, and we're going to go, okay, I guess I'm voting Republican.
Yeah, well, it's been the big issue with Republicans is that they're perpetually the opposition party, and they never actually present sort of a new vision for the United States. This is the reason why when Trump's not on the ballot, they get blown out of the water, because when Trump's not on the ballot, they're just saying, look what the Democrats are doing. That's pretty horrible.
But like, imagine you went to a Globetrotters game and the Generals won.
Right.
You'd be pissed, and so that's probably how the political world feels, because the Republicans are supposed to be the generals who just lose no matter what.
Yeah.
And And the Globetrotters just dance around doing literally even breaking the rules, and no one cares.
Trump becoming the Republican nominee is like if the generals like got Wembanyama. That's basically what happened. Like
they started winning, and then the people who ran the game were like, "This is not right. The generals are not supposed to win." And so now they're trying. In all seriousness, though, I think they're trying to bring it back to the old days. They're trying to go back to the way it used to be, where Republicans sat on their asses with their thumbs up their ass at the same time, going and Democrats just like ran roughshod over the country.
And that's a shame, because that's not what Charlie wanted. That's not what Charlie wanted Turning Point to do. He was completely interested in bringing people into the party, because that's the way that he looked at. I mean, at the end of the day, he talked about like he wanted to make heaven crowded, right? Like he wanted to convert people to Christianity, and one of the ways that he was doing that was by bringing them first into the conservative party or the Republican Party, the MAGA coalition, and then he could reach out to them in a way that they could relate with. I mean, and I'm not a religious guy, but like at the same time, I understood what he was doing, and it's perfectly fine with me if you're fighting against the Democrats and you're bringing people in by doing things like having Timcast or whoever at AmFest. That's all good in my opinion.
Yeah, like I made this point like right after Charlie died. It might have been the day of when Charlie died. Is that the biggest loss among other things? One of the biggest losses of losing Charlie Kirk is that no one else was going to Utah Valley University on a Wednesday.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
like he was the only guy who didn't view, not the only guy, but he was like the loudest voice that didn't view Middle Americans as like these kitschy whatever. Like he wanted to engage them and speak their language, or our language. I mean, that's where I come from, and that's why I resonated with him so much. And yet without that, this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get CPAC reheated. And you're going to miss out on all these college kids.
I got to be honest, I'm bored. I think everyone's bored. I look, so we're out in Vegas. This is like Party City. And the people I talk to, dude, what's really crazy is how many people I'm walking around and they know who I am. Mm-hmm. And they all are like, yeah, no, it's kind of boring. Just like the direction politics is going. Yeah. It's kind of scary because Charlie was just murdered a couple months ago, and I'm like, boredom, I don't know if it's the right word, but what like the sentiment I constantly hear from people is, I've already heard this. Yeah. It's like, how many times are you going to talk about Venezuela? How many times are you going to talk about Afghanistan? You're going to talk about Ukraine. You're going to talk about sex changes for kids. Like, we've got this story where the Republicans passed a bill banning it, and what's probably going to happen is the Senate's going to shoot it down for some stupid, arbitrary reason, and then we're never going to do anything because they're the Washington Generals. And so I go to regular people, and they're like, I literally just don't care. Yeah. I can't bring myself to click on a video telling me something I've heard 50 million times.
Right. And people should be bored of politics because things are going so well, and they just trust that the bureaucrats generally have their wits about them. They shouldn't be bored because of like complacency from Republicans, and that's exactly what's going on here. They're saying, why would I bother engaging? Because it doesn't feel like the national GOP is getting anything done. So what's the point of being tapped in? Because when I invest all this time and energy into being tapped in, doesn't really reap any rewards, especially when Trump's on the ballot.
Well, we got to start getting interested, because I mean, shit gets weird when you stop paying attention. Maybe I'm saying the wrong number. Somebody can look this up, but 282 13-year-olds were given sex changes in this country.
That's crazy.
That's retarded.
Hey, man, that's not fun. No. You know what I mean? Like when we were talking about Olivia Nuzzi blowing up RFK's butt, we were laughing. Now it's all dark and I feel bad.
Yeah. There's not much you can riff on.
I'm getting sad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's not much you can riff on. There's nothing funny about it.
You can't go to an open mic and be like, how about these child sex changes? Jeez, tough crowd.
Where do they put the penises? Like,
what's with this woke mob?
Yeah, that's the thing that the liberals have always been really good at, and that's why they always do that comedy version of news,
right? Yeah,
because they know news is boring, and we're sitting here going like, well, I doth protest, this tax policy is just too high, and then Ian says, well, I don't know, man, taxes, it's so boring. Now it matters in these political years when people are genuinely worried about their health care, they're worried about gun violence or whatever. Right now, everybody's tired. We're all, in an off year. It's the holidays. All I want to do is wake up on Christmas Eve and eat French toast sticks, and I can't because the gluten messes me up. You got to understand how angry that makes me. It's like living in a country full of sand and it's in your balls the whole time. It's just a constant irritation. No, I think right now people are looking to relax and be entertained, and I think what the left does well, it makes people retarded. But they like John Oliver famously has that formula for how he does jokes, where it's like he says news thing and then for no reason mentions Little Timothy or current year. And it's like, I don't know if you guys ever saw that episode of King of the Hill. Bobby's trying to tell jokes on the PA, but nobody will laugh.
Right.
And Peggy's like, it's because people are retarded. So she gets a cowbell, and she's like, whenever the joke's done, just bang the cowbell and yell, and then everyone will laugh because you're telling them to laugh. And it worked. And it's funny because Mike Judge, he gets it. That's like basically how it works.
Oh yeah, you try to watch.
Can I add a laugh track button to this real
I was
quick?
gonna say, have you ever seen where they like take the laugh track out of Seinfeld and then you watch it and you're like, it's all right.
No, it's actually kind of offensive.
Yeah.
Because like Jerry will walk in and go, George.
And there's no laughing.
No, just pause. Just a pause for 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't understand. Why did he just yell at his friend and just sit there?
They were in front of a live studio audience. Seinfeld was, but Friends.
Just make everyone zip it. Yeah, Seinfeld with no laugh. They're like, Jerry, George, my cat just died, and then no one laughs. And they're
But
like,
they
dry run
pause
every
for
once
like
in a
3
while.
seconds to just stare at him, and it's like, that's kind of weird, guys.
yeah, it's the weirdest.
Let
Say
the crowd
something.
cheer.
Like when they walk in and everyone applauds and he's just standing there for like 5 seconds.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.